All right, y'all, what's going on? So we got a 1978 Oldsmobile Cutlass for you today. We're gonna go ahead, take you all around the car. This is your first time here. We do a test drive, take you around the exterior, the interior, and then we throw it on one of those racks to show underneath. We try to do our best to show the car in its entirety. Obviously, it's impossible to hit every single thing. So if you're interested, you give us a call, 256-801-4409, and we can FaceTime on it. So first off first, this is a 78 Cutlass, and this is a consignment car. So for you guys that don't know, we do a lot of consignment, basically meaning you send us your car, we'll sell it for you. Obviously, it needs to be in good working condition. We shouldn't have to do any service on it, but we'll go ahead and list it for you. If it sells, we take our percent on the back end. If it doesn't cost you anything. So this is a consignment car. Getting into it, it's got a beautiful kind of sunset red color option. It's got some custom details here into the paint. It's got like a floral pattern. It's kind of interesting, but to each its own. We'll go ahead and move around. You got your torque thrust style wheels. Paint seems to be in pretty solid condition. You got a couple of scratches here and there. Basically what you expect. It's not a show car paint job by any means at all. Roof looks pretty solid. I don't see any dents, any hail damage or anything. Kind of cool here. These the windows trim, it's carbon fiber, so kind of dope. Coming to the back of the vehicle, looking down the passenger side, no waves or dents to point out there. Rear glass looks solid, and then here's that pattern I was telling you, so you can see it underneath the lights. So it's kind of cool. Not my style, but you know. Bumper looks good. Chrome is nice and bright. Impact strips intact. I don't have any rust or any dents showing up there. This tail light does have a crack in it. Vehicle is already tinted as well. Bumper filler is intact. We'll check out the tires once it's on the rack. Beautiful color though, definitely. Don't have any cracks or rock chips in the windshield. Back to the front. Got a little bit of a dent right there. Grille looks solid. I don't have any slats missing. It's got LED headlight upgrade, and front bumper looks solid. Go ahead, pop this hood and grab the keys. All right, fiberglass hood. Obviously, you guys, oh, I forgot to show that, my bad. Go to the hood, you see that they cut out this view window. Again, it's one of those things, you know, if you like it, you like it. It looks like it's like plexiglass and it's dark tinted, so you really can't see in there anyway. But the car's already been swapped. It's running I believe this to be a 6.0. Customer didn't leave any details, but based on the casting number on the heads, they're 317s, which I believe are LQ4s. So 6.0, pretty solid in setup. A dual intake system, Fi-Tech for running the system. Relatively clean. It's a truck motor. Really nothing crazy going on under here. Let me go ahead. Get the trunk open. You guys can check that out. Nothing special under here, and I mean that in a good way. Completely bare trunk. You can see that the pins are solid. No rust, no surface rust, so nothing to hide back here. We'll still put it on the rack, obviously, so you can see underneath, but no nonsense trunk. Interior. Rear seat has been redone, I believe. Material does not match the, or maybe the front. I ain't gonna lie, one of these have been upgraded. This rear seat feels a little bit on the firmer side, like it's been done, but it might just be stock and nobody's been back here. No sagging on the headliner. And like I said, you can see there's a little bit of a different, softer sheen on these front seats. No rips there. Carpet appears to be original with some aftermarket mats. Here's our door panel. Looks like we're missing the armrest that goes here. Dash, no cracks or no warping, so it's pretty solid. Let me get on over here. Driver's side, same thing. Looks like it's missing the little arm pad, that softer, you know, the soft touch arm pad that goes there. Driver's seat doesn't have any rips or tears. We got an aftermarket steering wheel and Dakota, well, yeah, Dakota digital on the dashes. So give me a second, we'll do this test drive. All right, y'all, we in the Cutlass. We're gonna get ready for the test drive. Let me go ahead and fire her up. Digital gauges, let the LS prime. Fires right up, sounds pretty good. This is kind of chewed up, did want to point that out. Let's check out this radio. Got static. Radio works. Don't remember seeing a compressor up there, but might be wrong. I got a fan blowing up here. I'm gonna let it go because I don't know if it's cold or not yet. Gauges digital, so everything appears to be reading. Oil pressure is a little bit high. I don't know if that's accurate. Voltage is reading, fuel is reading. Mileage reads 2913, assuming that's what's on the build. Wipers work. Lights are on. I can see them reflecting off that car up there. Windows are manual. No horn. And this is just blowing air. It's not cold, but I mean, it's cooler than what it is. So, fan. I think that's it. Put this seat up a little bit. There we go. She sounds pretty strong. Normally these truck motors come about 315 from the HP from the factory. I have no idea if this one has been cammed, if the heads have been ported, bigger injectors. I have no idea what's been done on this. So 300 is still almost twice what these cars came with. So let's see. Sounds good. First shift was smooth. RPMs and speedometer is coming up. Once we get it on the rack, we'll check out the trans. I don't know if the trans has been upgraded. Brakes feel average, probably disc in the front, drums in the rear. Nothing crazy there. Definitely has good takeoff. That oil pressure is not reading accurate. It's still reading 80 this whole time. This thing definitely moves though. Alignment feels solid. Let me get it straight. Hitting the brakes, no pull. I do like this sound though. It's not overly aggressive. It's not super annoying either. Counted 2 shifts, so I'm gonna say that it might have a 200 or 700 in it. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm not thinking it's a 4L60 or 80, because I think I would have already jumped by the time I got to about 50. But it's all in the tune as well. Oh, my fault. Left turn is clicking, right turn is clicking, but it's not showing in the dash. So this thing is cool. It's enough power to definitely have fun. Not gonna win too many races, but like I said, you pull up to a stock 5.0 Cutlass, I'm sorry, 307, 305, any of the G bodies, even if you pull up somebody that put a 350 in there, probably gonna smoke them. Stock LS is more than enough. Suspension feels relatively firm, no issues there. All right, I'm gonna get her on the rack and we'll check out underneath. All right, y'all, so we got the Cutlass on the rack. Again, rear bumper looks pretty solid. Chrome looks good, no issues there. Stock gas tank, no signs of leaks. Our frame, getting up in the trunk pans, all looks solid. Let me move this back. So a couple goodies under here. Disc brake conversion, so we got a disc in the rear. We got a 4 9-inch. I wish I could tell you the gears, but 4 9-inch. Shocks have been, we got strange shocks. Flowmaster on the mufflers. And like I said, new brake lines. Braided steel, which that's kind of cool for the brake lines. X pipe for the exhaust. Passenger side frame looks good, as well as the floors. I have nothing here to point out. And then down the driver's side, same for the frame and the floors. Original speedo is disconnected because with the 4L60 and the Dakota Digitals, they got it reading electronically, so that's why you'll see in the video it was working. Cool thing is they got O2 sensors on both sides. Some people only run one. I know that's the right way, so that's kind of cool. 4L60. Let me slide this out the way. Disc brakes up in the front. Poly mid-mount pan. Yeah, let's get this over. Electric fans, aluminum radiator. No signs of leak. Front bumper looks solid. Moving around. Body looks pretty solid underneath. Don't have any bubbling or cracks that I can show you as of right now. Going over here to the driver's side. So yeah, it's pretty solid underneath for sure.